happy new year, wonderful people. I'm happy to be with you again in this year of 2021. Hoping everyone is still well, and we are hoping for great things in this year. But just to get on the business of the day, I'm welcoming you back to my channel. You're still with your girl Unosisa. Thank you so much for tuning in. So in this video, I'll be taking you through Sichuan Province, and we'll explore different cities and tourist attractions that you can visit. The first city that we'll be exploring in this video is Chengdu, which is the capital city of Sichuan Province. So let's see what they have and all the tourist attractions in Chengdu. The first place I would like us to explore in Chengdu is the research base of giant panda breeding, which is a scientific research and breeding facility that is located just 10 kilometers away from downtown, and it will be 30 kilometers if you're coming straight from the international airport. One thing you would love when visiting this place is the accessibility and the convenience of using public transport, because there is no need to stress yourself about how to get there. You just have to use a subway. So you'll see that there is a station written Panda station or something like that. You'll have to get off at that subway station. Just when you get off, I think from exit A, it will lead you straight to the ticket office, the one you're seeing right now, where you'll have to buy your bus ticket going to the research base, and it was very cheap. If it wasn't 2 kwai, it must have been 5 kwai. You'll have to buy a single ticket going there, and another return ticket. You'll have to get it at the ticket office that you'll find outside the research base. But you won't encounter any problems getting to this place. It's so easy. So when you get to this place, you'll have 2 options. You could either walk when you come here, and when you're done going back to the main entrance, you could walk. Or you could use one of these cars you're seeing right now, which will be a better option if you take it when you are done. That is what I did. I walked when I came here just to see the whole place, and because I was tired after 2-3 hours of walking, I had to use a car. So I'll also suggest that, and it's very easy to find it. They're just all over the place. They cost around about 10 kwai if I'm not mistaken for a single trip. Just to give you a bit of the history about this research base, it was opened around the 1980s, and it only started off with 6 pandas that were rescued from wildlife. And it is said that these pandas were very sick and hungry. From rescuing just 6 pandas, they then decided to open a bigger facility which will be focusing and specializing in the protection and breeding of endangered wild animals that are very unique in China. This panda-based facility has introduced and established a very successful national wildlife conservation educational project, which aims at educating about pressing environmental issues and also bringing public awareness about pandas in general. And they'll also invite public schools, primary schools, kindergartens, universities to provide this educational project, and also to the general public. So over the past 30 years of existence, they've been able to capture around 172 giant pandas, and all these captive giant pandas are said to be the largest artificial breeding population in the whole world. And on top of that, since these are the largest giant pandas you'll find in the whole world, they receive around 3.5 million travelers in this place, which are both domestic and international travelers. So this is a very busy research base. The size of this place in overall, it's about 247 acres, so it will take you around about 3 hours to finish the whole place, just to give yourself enough time. So I suggest you go there early, because you will get tired. Like, you need to sit down, relax, and continue with the walk, because this place is very huge and it has beautiful nature, so you would want to have enough time to walk around and don't rush yourself. One great thing about this place, it's not only about seeing the beautiful nature and the pandas, but they also provide you with theoretical information about pandas in general. So just in the middle of this park, you'd find a theater where they're playing a 10-minute video educating you about the lives of pandas in general, from the time they're conceived to when they're given birth and how they're grown. So you'll find things like how much they weigh. For example, I didn't know pandas could weigh 20 or 30 grams when they're born, because they are so big. These are giant pandas, so I assume they come in big sizes, but no, it's the opposite. They'll also give you a bit of a history about this place, all the problems and the researches they've done and everything they've come across. Just 10 minutes of your time watching this educational video, you'll have so much information. So make sure that when you're visiting this place, you do look it up on the map and find some time. It's very informative and you'll find so many good things. Another great thing about this research base, it's not only about pandas and nature, but when you are tired and you feel hungry, you could find a couple of eateries where you have various options to choose from when you need something to eat. So this is one of the restaurants that I saw and that caught my interest. I would say it's one of the biggest restaurants they have in this place. I would recommend it if you need a nice place to eat with nice food. It's located just in front of the lake and the surrounding is also beautiful. You could just take a walk and enjoy the nature here. So if you finished early at the research base and you still have some time, I would recommend that you pass by at the Chengdu Zoo, which is 1 stop away or 2 stops away, using a subway if you're coming from the research base. One good thing about this place, it's very cheap to go here. For adults, you only have to pay 20 RMB for entrance, and for kids that are less than 1.3 meters high, they can enter for free. Apparently, this zoo claims to be China's 4th largest zoo, and it is a home to more than 3,000 animals of 300 species. It covers an area of about 18 hectares, so this place is really big and it has a lot of animals. So when you just walk around the zoo, they have pandas as well, of which I don't think it's something that you should be interested in if you're coming from the research base. One thing you'll definitely find in Chengdu Zoo, it's a primate of monkeys. Just to name a few, they have Sichuan snub-nosed monkeys, they have baboons, they even have macaques and other different type of monkeys that I've never even seen before. So if you're interested in such things, this is a good place you should go to. One thing I must say though, I was quite not happy with the condition and health for some of the animals in Chengdu Zoo. For example, Sichuan is big on pandas and monkeys. So I was expecting that monkeys in Sichuan will be as good looking and healthy as the pandas are, because pandas are well taken care of. But for monkeys, it's not the same. Because you see, even those ones you're seeing right now, they're not in good health and in good condition because their skin is peeling off, and even the place they're in, it's too dry for them. So probably that's the reason why they're looking like this, or maybe the food that they're providing them makes their skin to peel off. Not to say that all the animals are not in good condition, but some of the monkeys were not in good condition and in good health. While some baboons and some monkeys were looking as good as the ones you are seeing now. They have hair all over the body, they're hairy and they look healthy. One thing I really enjoyed when I went to the zoo is the area where they have giraffes and zebras, because they allow you to feed the zebras and you just have to take the leaves from the trees that are around, and it was an amazing moment for me. And just like any other normal zoo, you'll find lions, tigers, elephants, zebras, and other different kinds of animals that they normally keep in zoos. And with the elephants as well, I really fail to understand why in China they cannot keep good health of elephants, because elephants are part of the Asian ancient animals. So I don't know why they cannot keep good health of them, because even if you go to Dalian, the zoo in Dalian, you'd find the same thing. Elephants are dry, their skin is cracking, and they look depressed. Because I went to the Chengdu Zoo very late, I was coming from the Panda research base, so in that way I couldn't see all the animals that they have. For example, I couldn't see a rhino because it was late and they already closed the area for rhinos. But I was lucky to see the hippopotamus because I've never seen it before, besides the time I saw it in Chengdu. And it's quite a big animal, it looks relaxed and it takes everything easily. Just everything slowly takes its own time to do whatever it wants to do. It's quite like an interesting animal. So I decided to check out how nightlife is like in Chengdu. And as you can see here, this is a kind of street food they have, and they have various of options as you would find in any other place. But I didn't try any of these because sometimes street food in China is too greasy and too oily, and it's not my kind. So I went to a restaurant where they serve rabbit's head. So I tried out a rabbit's head, which is the one we are seeing right now. I must say it tastes like chicken, but a little bit better than chicken. It's like a mixture of chicken and something else that tastes like chicken. It's nice, I enjoyed it. It was spicy and oily, but I really enjoyed it. So for nightlife in Chengdu, there's a famous street called Languaifeng. I'll put it down here in case I'm not pronouncing it the correct way. So this is the famous street in Chengdu for nightlife, and it looks prettier during the day in daylight, because you can see this long river and the bridge, and there are two sides to it. There's another side, also there are bars, clubs, and a variety of places for nightlife. And also the other side that I went to, there's also a same thing, but different restaurants, of course, different bars and different clubs. So since I was traveling alone and I didn't know any specific place for nightlife where I'd find people, I was just following the crowd. Wherever a large group of people is going, I just followed them. And I found this place, which said to be the vibey place in Chengdu, and most foreigners go there. It's called Tiki Boom Cocktail, or you could just search Tiki Boom Bar on the maps, you'll find the same place. It's very good. It's a nice place, as you can see here. It's very vibey. You'll find young people here, and there are a lot of foreigners as well. So yeah, it won't disappoint, I suppose, because the first time I went there, I actually went there 2 times in my travel in Sichuan, and I found the same vibe. It's very good. This is how I'm wrapping up Chengdu Part 1. If you do find this video interesting and informative, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Leave your comment down below. I'll catch you on my next video when I'm taking you to different parts of Sichuan Province so that you could see amazing things that you could do in Sichuan and other interesting places to go to. For now, it's goodbye. Thank you so much for your love and support. Let's see each other on the next video.